Yeah, Adam Hawkins, I feel, is a player that doesn't quite get the talking about with a career as he has. You know, top 16 worlds, there it is, 2022. Did it with Arceus Agron VMAX, of all things. Malmo regional champion as well, Bristol regional top 4, NAIC top 4. Now I'm fairly certain, don't hold me to this, Adam, you can confirm this. He's been playing so long, his player ID I think is 3 digits.
Yeah, you can't beat me to it. I was thinking the exact same thing. He's one that I've been playing for a long time, I know you have as well, but he is one of the few people who can like get the jump even on us.
Yeah.
But now going over to Arthur's side, yeah, not very much on, again, new versus old players, right? We were discussing that. The accomplishments list, it's there. You got top 256 at Dortmund Regionals just this year, so, you know, with a good set, perhaps even do better than that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That achievement was from event just gone.
Yeah.
You could argue Arthur is on a bit of a trailblaze right now, so already probably has that beaten and wants to, you know, 256 last time. Let's try and get maybe a 1-2-4.
Let's beat that, you know.
Top 64, top 32, top 16, top 8, top 4. Could he take it all home? If he does, he's going to have to win this one right here. So this is going to be a real good match here. Adam versus Arthur. Here we do see a dice roll. Looks like Adam wasn't too happy about that. Adam on the left.
Yes.
So let's see how this pans out. Winning in action, folks, in case you don't know at home. If one of our players here wants to progress into the second day of competition to get some big prizing, they have to win this game. This is a win or go home scenario for both our players, Adam and Arthur. Let's see how it pans out.
Yeah, we have to talk about the format a little bit before for the tournaments, but as a quick refresher, you need a certain amount of match points in order to make it to day 2. You get match points by winning matches or getting ties, and it is 18 that you need to make it through to day 2. So each win is 3 points. So 6 times 3, 18, that gets you there. There
we go, because none of these players have ties and no match points coming from there. So yep, just got to turn that 5 into a 6. Only one player will do that though.
Yep.
So let's see how this pans out. Adam Hawkins on the left versus Arthur. Also got yourself some mulligan action here. And that's not something you really want to do, is give your opponent in a winning scenario extra cards.
Yeah, of course, because every time you try to start a game of Pokemon and you don't have any basic Pokemon in your opening hand, you got to shovel your hand back to the deck and draw again. And every time you do that without finding a basic Pokemon, your opponent gets to draw a card.
Yep, that's not ideal. But it looks like Adam has got himself starting Pokemon now. We had a little glimpse at Adam's hand. Playing that Regidrago Archetype. Let's consult these prize cards, though. There's one Regidrago. There's a Cleffa Energy Switch Ultra Ball. All for Arthur, though, has prized that Prime Catcher and a Rare Candy. And a DTE as well.
Yeah. Actually, we haven't specifically talked about what these two are playing at, have we?
Let's have a little go. Let's see. Looks like Arthur is going to take the mulligan. Let's see who's going to get started. And then tell you what we'll do. Whoever's starting, we're in action, we'll go. We'll have a quick run through their deck. The suspense is killing me. Come on, let's go. We're in action starting. Come on.
keep us in suspense here, you two.
Literally keeping me in a lot of suspense right now. Here we go. But it looks like Adam is playing the Regidrago, and well, we can sort of see with the Terrapagos EX on the side there.
Oh, yes.
Arthur is playing the Terrapagos EX Archetype, a deck you've actually been playing recently, right?
Yeah, very much so. And we've not really featured it on stream yet, so this is actually the first chance I've had to feature it. Yeah, the deck very close to my heart, the one that I've been piloting a lot. As we've talked about, kind of very early on in the day, not seen as much success outside of really South America, so really looking to get to this big result. But here we are kicking it off, and Adam is going first. Okay, so Adam is playing that Regidrago Archetype, as he does lead that Teal Mask Ogerpon. So, Regidrago V-Star has the Apex Dragon attack, letting you use any one of your Dragon-type Pokemon in the discard pile attack as the effect of this one. So, you can play a whole treasure trove of attackers, such as Giratina V-Star, Lost Impact does 280, great number. You can do Kyurem, Triforce, we've seen that a couple of times, as we do see Ultra Ball discarding Fetatura Scenario and Energy Switch. Can also copy Noivern to make itself immune to all basic. Wait a second, that would completely lock out damage from Terrapagos. Yes. But it does something even better against Terrapagos. Of course, that second attack, the Dominating Echo, stops your opponent from being able to play special energy cards or stadiums. And most Terrapagos lists, they're only playing double turbo energy. That would just lock you out the game entirely.
Interesting. So here's a little mini game for you viewers at home. Adam Hawkins' flow chart's going to look like this. Let's get a Regidrago V down. Let's get it into a V-Star. Let's get 3 energy on it, and let's start announcing Dominating Echo. That could be Adam's game plan. So once again, Regidrago V-Star powered up, and over to Arthur, as we do see Regidrago V hit the bench with a fire energy attached, and there is that Noivern. But both attacks are really good in this matchup. He said that Dominating Echo could be disastrous. Right. Over to Arthur. Why don't you take us through the Terrapagos deck?
Okay.
It's a deck you've played.
It is, very much so. So, the Terrapagos deck is very much a deck that tries to put your opponent in a checkmate situation. It's kind of almost the most streamlined way to play Dust Noir. So with the Terrapagos EX, you do 30 damage for each Pokemon on your bench. Very similar to the Mega Rayquaza, another deck very close to my heart, but it's on a basic. Although you can't use it, even if you're going second, you can't use the attack on the first turn. So there's a little bit of a restriction there. So you're not attacking on turn 1 no matter what. But then the idea is you use that in combination with Area 0 Under Depths, the new stadium that allows you, if you have a Terra Pokemon in play, to have up to 8 Pokemon on the bench instead of 5. So you get to 8 on the bench, and then with the double turbo attachment, you do 220 damage. It's a very good number, knocks out a lot of stuff. And then to complement the rest of the damage, you go ahead and you play this Dust Noir line, so you can use Curse Blast with the Dusclops and Dust Noir to get yourself the rest of the way. And then you make use of a bunch of cards that work well when you're behind, such as maybe the Defiance Band, especially Counter Catcher and things like that, to get the rest of the way. And the engine that fuels all this is this Fan Rotom combined with the Hutus and Noctowl. Talk us through that, Trey.
Okay, so that Fan Rotom, as you're going to see it there, grabbed off the nest ball and an activation. Only use it on your first turn. But when you activate it, you can search your deck for 3 colorless Pokemon that have 100 HP or less. So all these support Pokemon, as we see there, Hoot Hoot, I said that's a Pidgey, another Hoot Hoot we can grab. Fantastic, as you said, you do want to have your bench filled as much as possible, so Unified Beatdown, what an attack name, can swing for big damage, and that Noctowl, when you evolve into it, Jewel Seeker, if you have a Terra Pokemon in play when you evolve it, you can grab any 2 trainer cards and pop them into your hand. What an ability that is.
Yeah, phenomenal ability, Jewel Seeker. But of course, you do need the Terrapagos DX down in order to enable anything, to enable the Noctowl and to enable your Area 0 Under Depth. So you have to be careful now to not use your last bench slot on anything other than a Terrapagos, otherwise you will bench lock yourself.
Yep, that is a fantastic point. So I would imagine this Ultra Ball, I mean, you could be grabbing a Noctowl or a Pidgeot for next turn, but I would imagine it's going to have to be a Terrapagos, like you said.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Because otherwise, it could get a little bit dicey.
Yes. So, very interesting choice here. Arthur actually opting to play the Manaphy. So not a card that all the Terrapagos lists are playing. Some are opting to go for that Bouffalont combo. There is I don't believe this is playing it, but there is a Bouffalont that when you have 2 of them in play, the Curly Wall ability, so it makes your basic colorless Pokemon take 6 less damage from attacks. I played it for a brief period, not so much now, but very strong against Charizard especially. Yeah. But no, not playing this, just going for the Manaphy instead, just to offer that bench protection against stuff like Trifrost and Kyurem or from the Radiant Greninja. Yeah, great card to have, but I think they did take it to Terrapagos, put it in the hand. I don't think they're going to bench it. Looks like they're debating it. I mean, I think you have to, right? I mean, the thing is, say you get Iron Ode, if you bench the Terrapagos, any Noctowl becomes an out to, like, a bad hand. So true. I think you definitely want to put it down now, especially because you have the Chorus's Tenacity here. You know that there's a good chance. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I guess if you were to put it down, it gives Adam a chance to get the first 2 prize KO. But here we do see Regidrago V-Star, the Noctowl from the Self-Jewel Seeker activation. That's allowed because of that Teal Mask Ogerpon. So Adam can grab any 2 trainer cards he likes from his deck. And tell you what, Noctowl, I mean, it's an amazing card. I'm not surprised to see it in other decks, but what an ability that Jewel Seeker. In a deck like Regidrago, we really need to find, you know, Earthen Vessel, Energy Switch. Noctowl just says, I'll have it all. Yeah, this could be a very dangerous turn. So the reason I was about to say maybe Arthur does need to put down the Terrapagos and attach an energy to it is because if Adam has an insane turn here and can get off, you know, that's the attack for the Noivern, Echo. Dominating Echo, thank you. If he can get the Noivern in a discard pile and get the Regidrago powered up, how does Arthur do any? I'm seeing scooping motion. You can't see him behind the camera, but if that happens, it could be time to scoop him up. Professor's research being played. Now, did Noivern, I don't think Noivern's hit the discard. No, not yet. So we still have the Legacy Star, so much big potential. Yes. Looks like it's not quite there yet, but yeah, with the Legacy Star, you can definitely get there. And you don't need a lot, really. You would want to get Earthen Vessel as part of it. You need to get another energy down with a Teal Mask Ogerpon, so you can do another Teal Dance, so that you have an energy both to retreat and to energy switch onto the Regidrago. Yep. You're not that far off, you know. No, I mean, Dominating Echo is the dreamer scenario, right? But let's be honest, just take a 2 prize KO here is also vitally fine. You want to try and get another Regidrago V down if you aren't going to go for a Dominating Echo. The only problem with that, there's actually no Dragon-type attackers to copy right now. Like, forget Noivern, there's just none at all. So, going to be an important Teal Dance here. Let's see. Teal Dance? What was that? It's a Temple of Sinnoh. That's still good. To be fair, you know, that's also pretty good. Now, Legacy Star. Discard the top 7 cards of your deck, then you can grab any 2 cards you like from your discard pile. Let's see what this hits. Oh, there's another one!
goodness. Wait, energy switch? We energy switch still?
No, wait, there is no energy switch. That's what he's missing.
Yeah, so we still need that.
Yes, but...
Oh, there's one in discard pile already.
Oh, never mind. He's got it
Oh,
all.
my goodness. So let's think about this. So you can energy switch off bench Ogerpon to Regidrago V-Star, pay retreat, dominate Echo. That's a little bit tough.
He's only gone and done it.
Turn 2. Goodness gracious me. So let's see, energy switch being taken and Professor Churro.
I think it's a stop because the only way that Arthur can play around something like this is if you bring something to the active and stall it, and Professor Churro prevents that. So that's very, very heads up from Adam. It kind of it stops the only lose condition for him if he announces this attack.
So there we go, energy switch. Your Apex Dragon is currently live, letting you use the attack of any one of your Dragon types in a discard pile. Noivern, now I imagine it's going to be Dominate Echo. I guess you can tell how much damage gets put on. Will stop Arthur from attaching any special energy or stadium.
You see Arthur nodding there, he knows.
Oh wait, it does, excuse me? It does what? And that's a good 2-shot as well. So Arthur cannot attach any double turbo energy or stadiums. Now, some lists do play some basic energy to make use of Crown Opal. However, we had a quick look. Arthur does not play any of those.
No, it is, okay. To be fair, no, there is one other thing that Arthur can do.
What is that?
Dust Noir. You can try and build up some kind of damage with Dust Noir, but you need 3 Curse Blasts to knock out the Regidrago, though.
Yeah, and that's not going to be good. We do see Featherball here. What does Featherball search?
Pidgeot EX.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
it's been a while since we've seen that card.
Yeah. It's something that you kind of need to play as a one-of because it's a way to search for Pidgeot without playing an Ultra Ball and discarding cards. So off of a Jewel Seeker, you can grab Rare Candy Featherball, and that's an instant Pidgeot EX.
Now, we could be seeing the sort of downsides of not benching at Terrapagos last turn, because now Noctowl, you said, aren't going to be live. We'll have to go and find it. But there is Rare Candy Pidgeot, that quick search ability, in case you don't know, basically says, whatever I want this turn, I'm going to get it. It lets you grab any card you like from your deck once per turn.
I mean, it's not just about the Terrapagos not being live, but if last turn, you see he was considering going for the Chorus's Tenacity to grab the double turbo, he could have preemptively put down the Terrapagos and then put the double turbo on it. Adam did not find an enhanced hammer, so at least if he had done that, he would have been able to do an attack this turn.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually, and but I can sort of see why you don't. You don't want to give your opponent a chance to take the first 2 prize KO, but sort of like, catch-22 in that scenario. So here we do see quick search being activated, though. That's going to give us a clue into what Arthur's going to want to do here. But you're right, it's going to have to be a sort of gust and stall strategy. Say gust, boss's orders, prime catch, any of those business, or some extra cursed blast from Dusclops or Dust Noir.
Yeah, the fact that you need 3 to KO Regidrago is so awful, because it means essentially you're trading 3 for 2 prize cards-wise, which is really not where you want to be.
You know what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see, and I tell you what as well, worth noting, the Triforce is currently very live with these little low HP Pokemon. Obviously, that's not going to be used next turn, but something to keep an eye on.
Oh my god! I mean that's your game ender right there, right? And
he's Noctowl, only has 100, so keep an eye on that.
That's why Arthur. That's one of the reasons why Arthur's playing a Manaphy, because you don't want to get. I've lost that way before. That exact way, like Trifrost just blitzing free of my weaker Pokemon on the bench. So very, very smart use of Manaphy there. And Arthur's bench locked himself. Yep,
bench locked, bench at Duskull and passed over. So Adam's going to start a turn off over Teal Dance, then you attach. Boss it. Oh, well, we said that Dusclops is the way out of this. So Adam's going to just wag the finger and say, boss's orders. And I tell you what's even more insulting about a dominating Echo is when it's also taking a prize card at the same time.
140 damage. That's a good number, yeah.
That's a number. You can't just sit there and absorb that all day.
No, you really can't. I think what Arthur needs to do here is to put down the Terrapagos with the Area 0 Underdepth if you can find it, and then bench 2 Duskull, so at least maybe one of them can survive. Yeah. Because otherwise, Adam can, in theory, I mean, he might not necessarily get it every single turn, but at least then you have some protection against the boss's orders.
Wow, I'm just lining up. Having that prior damage on the Pheasantipity makes a Triforce so much more, because that's...
Oh, you're right as well.
2 prize cards there, and another 2 on the Hoot Hoot and or Fanrotum. So currently, Triforce is taking 4 prize cards as it stands. Arthur's going to have to do something. Here we do see quick search, though. What can you imagine Arthur could be looking for?
It's tough to say. There is... what was I going to say? So there are Noctowls on hand. Yes. So Arthur, in theory, could try and do some searching with Jewel Seeker if he can get a Terrapagos down, but it looks like it's going to be a quick search, actually just revealing it straight away. Quick search for that Professor's research, just to try and dig into the deck a little bit more.
I don't mind it. If you're going to try and get out of a sticky situation, having 7 new cards is a great place to start. So that is going to be taken. Chorus Tenacity, like you said, not all, but can I get rid of 2 Terrapagos, though?
Yeah, the Tenacity's already in hand, right? It was in the hand once beginning. And actually, not going to play down the Terrapagos.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder what Arthur is eyeing up here. 2 Terrapagos, a Dust Noir, I should say. Chorus Tenacity hitting the discard pile. Okay.
Yeah, this seems... so I'm guessing that there's probably something that I'm missing here. So obviously, with you unable to attach double turbo energy, you can't attack with the Terrapagos, but surely you still want one down so you can enable your Noctiles at least. Try and find something to work with. It's I think he's just trying to take the strategy of putting down one single Duskull every single time and just hoping it survives, but it doesn't feel great.
We're going to see the 1 for 70 off the fact. Oh no, there's no stadium in play. You can't even do that, right? Yeah. You need to have a stadium in play.
And you also need, you need an energy, which you can't attach.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I can't do that, silly me. Well, I'll tell you what as well, a little interesting wrinkle. Oh, Professor Chura are going to pick up the Noctile. Love that. You can reuse it. Bench lock, no mana fee. Trifrost right now currently is live. Now chances are, goodness gracious me. If you somehow manage to get a double energy in play, it's only going to count as 1 colorless. Okay, so we're going to see a Teal Dance first of all.
Yeah, there's the Kyurem.
Yeah, there's the Kyurem. Yeah, Scoop Up Cyclone's currently in hand as well. We're going to see an energy onto the Hoot Hoot. That's just going to be able to pay retreat if needed. But I think realistically, yeah, doesn't need to do a great deal. It's going to dominate Echo again. That's going to KO. So there is a bench slot currently live. But I tell you what, though, as Adam's on 4 prize cards, if Arthur doesn't end the turn with Mana Fee in play, Trifrost will close this game out. Doing 110 damage to any 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. That would KO Pheasantipity, and then whatever you like at that point. Well, the Hoot Hoot does collapse or Hoot Hoot. Even if the Hoot Hoot evolve, they still only have 100. So they actually pick up there. So that's something we need Arthur to put down a Mana Fee.
Yeah, we do. And but the thing is, again, if you put down Mana Fee, then you do bench lock yourself again.
So. It's like it's such a, well, I mean, I don't lose immediately, but then how do you win without an attacker? Can't even use Blustery Wind either.
No.
I mean, that would only do 100 after the double energy anyway, production, so this is a tough scenario.
You literally have only 4 energy cards in your deck and you can't attach any of them. Without energy, you can't attack. If you can't attack, you can't win.
Yeah, so everything can retreat from Adam's side of the board as well.
Yeah,
so you're not going to see any bosses or the shenanigans.
Like, Adam knows what his lose condition is. He knows like the small avenues through which Arthur could in theory make a comeback from this very bad position, but he's already accounted for them because he knows exactly how to do it.
And there we do see, well, I'm assuming we're going to see a concession here by the looks of it. Yeah,
that's it.
Arthur's going to concede the game there. Says, well, if you're going to keep dominating Echo and me, let's see if you've got enough time for a game 2 and 3. And Adam Hawkins, in our round 8, game 1 feature match winner here at the Lille Regional Championships. Only 1 win away from securing a slot in day 2.
Where's Pokemon Ranger when you need it?
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, it's
the basic energy.
Yeah, basic energy. Yeah, with one of these alternative Terrapagos builds that focus around that.
Yeah.
But no, it seems like the double turbo ones have been the ones seeing the most success. But there's just a very easily exploitable vulnerability here, and we see it played out as we take a look back at the replay.
This was a big turn here. If it wasn't for this Legacy Star hitting that Noivern, we wouldn't have been able to get that Dominant Echo turn 2. Dominant Echo turn 2, by the way, not an easy thing in the world to do.
No.
But Adam was able to do it, and then Arthur said, well, if I'm going to get out of this mess, I'm going to need Dust Noir. So Adam said, how about that then? Let me get rid of that Duskull immediately. Arthur said, whoa, that was a good turn there, wasn't it? And it was all just business as usual from this point. Dominating Echo, having its fingerprints all over this game. Noivern wasn't even in play in a discard pile, was able to completely manipulate that, and Arthur had no choice but to concede nice and early there as we get on for game 2.
Yeah. Now, so going into game 2, let's talk strategy here. So
okay, let's do that.
Yeah. If you're Arthur, what are we thinking in terms of adapting for the next game? If it's me, I'm thinking that Core Assist Tenacity or just getting the double turbo down early, right?
Yeah, you want to get that double turbo energy down as early as possible, so at least you can start firing off some attacks, because that Dominating Echo, as we do see it in the mulligan, doesn't do a lot of damage. It actually 2-shots an active Terrapagos. So if you can get double turbo energy down early, you can try and start applying pressure. Force Adam to maybe not have to use Dominating Echo. Also, if Adam misses Dominating Echo, because it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, right? Now, if you get a nice early double turbo energy, you can then try and get another one established, and at that point, Dominating Echo is no longer an option. Yeah. You've already got too many energy down, so that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and also, Arthur won't necessarily know this, but if you look at Adam's list, he's actually not playing Enhanced Hammer. So there isn't like an option, because that could have been maybe something that Arthur was concerned about. Maybe. But if but you have to take the risk, right? Because even if it gets Enhanced Hammer and then you're dominating Echo, you still lose regardless. So it's not really. I think yeah, you just have to get down that double turbo as early as possible.
Yeah. You know, when you 1-0 down, you kind of have to start playing a little bit risky. Let's consult these prize cards. Turum currently in the prize cards, 2 copies of basic grass, and for Arthur, 1 Terrapagos and Area 0 under depth. Not the worst prize cards in the world for both players, but it looks like Arthur is going to start us off, has led that Terrapagos, so won't have to worry about activating Noctowl now, because that Terrapagos is in play.
Yeah, and going first as well for Arthur means that he will get guaranteed at least 1 turn of being able to attach an energy, maybe even 2. Oh,
none in hand, though.
Oh, but
there's none in hand.
Okay, but that's fine because he's going first. So Adam,
you get another turn.
Yeah. If you're going second, this would be terrible. But if going first is totally okay.
Here we do see that fan. Is it fan call, that ability?
Fan call, yeah.
Yep. Lovely ability, that.
Yes.
So not only do you get to look at your deck and work out your prize cards, but you get the added benefit of getting 3 colorless Pokemon 100 HP or less as well.
Actually, thinking about it more, since Arthur is going first, this hand is insanely strong.
Yeah.
Like, because you have enough Noctowls and other stuff in hand that you can basically search for everything you want from your deck.
Whatever you like. That Chorus Nasty is a really good inclusion because you can basically turn a Noctowl into an energy card, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really good. And it finds your Area 0 as well.
Yeah, so yeah, really, really strong start from Arthur. He's going to be very happy about both going first and the fact that he's gone first with such a strong setup as this, with the Terrapagos in the active too. So both the Area 0 Underdepths and the Jewel Seeker from the Noctowl will be available to him. He's going to be very happy about that. And
this is the main difference about going first is if you get the double turbo energy and you start swinging, as strong as Dominating Echo is, you can't afford to do that. You're absorbing too much damage. So Adam might not even have the chance, provided Arthur can turn up the pressure dial, which it looks like with it. He has double Dust Skull in hand as well.
Oh my goodness, yeah. If he has the Area 0 Underdepths already in hand, that would be great, because then he can go very, very wide early on.
Yep.
But it looks like he's debating on what to use this last bench slot on. There are... I mean, you got the 2. Yeah, I think that's fine. You got the 2 Hoots there. You got the Pidgey down, 1 Dust Skull just to get that extra push for damage if you need it. Yeah, seems totally fine to me.
Okay, over to Adam Hawkins then. Did have an absolute barnstormer last turn 1. Let's see what he can do. Oh,
okay.
Okay.
That's
not great equalizer.
Yeah, the great equalizer. Actually, that's really not ideal. Arthur had 2 Noctowl ready to go in hand, so with that Iron Odor, just go to the bottom of the deck.
Going straight to the bottom. No chance of drawing into them. So both players get a fresh new hand of 6. Let's see what Adam needs to do a little bit of work here, because there's a world in which this game's over if it doesn't find at least a basic Pokemon. Goodness, a bit dangerously close there, Adam. Okay, flying a little bit close to the sun there. Wait, no grass energy though.
No grass energy, and also no second Regidrago V either. So there could be a world where Arthur reaches for a KO, and then I mean you can't Dominating Echo, you can't Apex Dragon copying an Noivern if you don't have a Regidrago V star to copy with.
Oh yeah, there's no Noibat, so that's the only way we're seeing Dominating Echo. So advantage, I think, swings over to Arthur's side of the board. Okay. Let's see what Arthur does. Professor, gonna get rid of the Prime Catcher, but I think we're in this scenario. Well, none of those cards are actually playable.
Okay,
yeah, get them gone, draw 7. Double turbo energy would be huge.
Could have played the Hisuian Heavy Ball, I guess, so maybe for, nah, no, don't need it.
Maybe he already knows what's in the prize cards, right? Okay, let's have a gander. Area 0 Underdepths, Noctowl, double turbo energy. All would be fantastic. What do we see? I see a double turbo energy. I see a rare candy. I see a dust.
Feather Ball.
Here we go. Feather Ball.
Rare candy, Feather Ball will get the Pidgeot. The Pidgeot can then get a Noctowl and such everything. Can such Area 0 the extra Pokemon. Yeah. Arthur's eating good this turn.
Yeah. When you get the Pidgeot out, all manner of things can happen. Here's the Feather Ball. That's going to grab Pidgeot. It also shuffles the deck as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's Noctowl from the bottle back in the from the bottom, I should say, back in the mix. So there's Rare Candy, there's Pidgeot, Quick Search. Then you grab any card you like from your deck. Oh, also has Ultra Ball to grab Noctowl as well. Oh, goodness.
I mean, this is where the Terrapagos deck gets very complicated. There's a lot of different orders in which you can do this turn. You can maybe you could quick search for the Noctowl so that you don't have to ultra for it, and then grab 2 trainers, and then you can maybe. I mean, I'm just I'm imagining it as if I was playing this turn to see how I can do it. So you can maybe quick search for the Noctowl, and then Noctowl to grab the Area 0 Underdepths and a Nest Ball, so that you can then go for the Nest Ball for a second Terrapagos, and play the Buddy Poffin in your hand to fill out your bench to 8. Then you're doing 220 damage that knocks out the Regidrago V, and it puts you in a very good position.
Yep, that sounds pretty good to me, and it looks like that's exactly what's happening. Quick search to grab Noctowl. That's going to activate Jewel Seeker. Any 2 trainer cards, Area 0 Underdepths would be nice. That will unlock the bench, letting you have 8 bench Pokemon as long as you have a Terra Pokemon in play, which Terrapagos, of course,
yes, it is.
Yeah,
is he literally playing it exactly like I said it?
That would be very nice. That would be very good. Let's be honest now. It looks like that could be what's happening here. Dual Seeker gets 2 trainer cards. So it looks like Nest Ball is being eyed up.
Yeah, and the other one has to be the Area 0, right?
Well, yeah, well, you wouldn't be able to play Nest Ball without it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let's just going to try and find it there.
Yeah. Is it definitely in the deck? He's gone past it a couple of times.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to. Was there a gold one? Maybe he wants to grab the gold one, maybe?
No, there's a gold candy, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
He's just. Maybe he's just trying to have a real good. Oh, boss's orders. Hold on a second. Oh, wait, hold on. There is an Ultra Ball in hand, so you could Noctowl again, I guess.
Yeah. That's definitely.
Whoa.
Can't do that, Arthur. Can't. You have to pick that Nest. What's going to go back into your hand? Hasn't got the stadium in play yet. But it's like you said, you can still get out of this mess because you've got Ultra Ball to grab another Noctowl. So it's not quite. It's salvageable.
Yeah, it's salvageable, but yeah, not ideal really. I think he assumed that you already had the stadium in play.
So.
Oh dear.
It can easily be done, by the way.
Yeah.
You assume, like, oh, yeah, that's the easy part of the puzzle, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to use this Ultra Ball at least. I mean, I've been in a scenario where I thought I've had things in play and I haven't been able to get out of this mess. But looks like Noctowl can get there.
But then I wonder what he was thinking about going for the boss's orders, because surely, I mean, you can't even play it this turn because you went for a research. But surely, like, there's no universe in which you came anything except this Regidrago V-Star, right? I guess, Regidrago V. I guess it's to follow up for next turn, maybe?
Yeah, just to make sure if one Regidrago V comes out, I can just immediately go after it. But I'll be able to navigate out of there. Ultra Ball going to get rid of the Blood Moon, Ursaluna, and I have one other card, I think. Let's see what it was. And a Dust Noir to grab the other Noctowl, activates Dual Seeker, that grabbed the Area 0 under depths, and grab another one as well.
Yeah, and let's say, debating on the second one, Night Stretcher, good choice. Like, Night Stretcher honestly feels like one of the strongest cards in this deck because, like, getting back either, Noctowl or Dust Noir at the opportune moment just feels so good.
So in case you're wondering what's going on there, why can he now play Buddy Buddy Poffin when he couldn't play Nest Ball earlier? That's because Area 0 under depths is a stadium. That's as long as you have a Terra Pokemon in play, which Terrapagos is, you can now have up to 8 bench Pokemon in play. A ridiculous number. And that means that Unified Beatdown can swing for 220 if you have the full 8.
Yeah. I like the mix. Nest Ball for the Terrapagos, and then Buddy Poffin for, I didn't say specifically what to Buddy Poffin for, but especially now that you have like both the Hootoots on the bench used, definitely get a third one so you can Dual Seeker next turn, and a second Duskull for good measure.
So you did call it pretty much.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just call it, but just we're missing the step of, oh, whoops, I forgot to get my Area 0 under depths.
But there's the Unified Beatdown, 220 damage, 30 for each bench Pokemon you have in play. Minus 20 is a good, crisp, clean KO on Regidrago V. Okay, over to Adam now. Needs to get, well, ideally 2 Regidrago V down, at minimum 1.
Yeah. If you only get down 1, though, I mean, this is one of the scary things about the Terrapagos deck.
Yeah.
There's 2 Duskull in play right now. There's a universe where we see, very similar to the last feature match, 4 prizes in one turn with double Dust Noir and then a KO with Terrapagos in this instance instead of Greninja, but similar concept.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So we did Professor's Research being played, discarding Dragapult EX, Regidrago V, Basic Fire, and a Professor's Research. Oh, Temple of Sinnoh.
Okay, yeah, that's a good stopgap.
Yep.
So that'll do double duty because that'll also reduce that'll knock back the Area 0 under depth, so it will force Arthur to discard 3 Pokemon on the bench.
Yep.
But there are 3 easy targets to choose for that.
Yeah. What'd that be? Rotom double Noctowl?
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. They've done their business.
Yes.
Now they can go to this card file.
And it's a good double duty again because now it also means that Night Stretcher is live to get back a Noctowl to do Dual Seeker again.
Exactly. It looks like Adam's going to play that Earthen Vessel. Going to get that Noivern EX straight in the discard pile. Love to see that. Yeah. And going to grab a Basic Fire and a Basic Grass. So Teal Dance is currently live. Gets to attach energy to itself. Draw 1 card. Love that.
Yes, and I believe there's 1 Regidrago V on the there ready to go, so that's good. And yeah, debating whether to play the Sinnoh now. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? You got to try and stop your opponent at least in some way.
Yeah. So here we do. So now what happens is, when you have 8 bench Pokemon in play and your opponent replaces the stadium, you have to discard 2. You have 5 cards on your bench. And as we look at us go, there goes the Rotom and double Noctowl. Yeah. There's a Teal Dance activation onto the active as well.
Yeah. I like to think, generally speaking, we know what we're talking about, don't we, Shay?
It just helps. Yeah, it just helps. You're going to see bench Regidrago V with a Fire Energy Hoot as well. Love the sort of Hoot standoff here, as it were. Such a I was stunned when I saw it knocked out for the first time. I was like, you can do what?
Yes.
Like, oh, goodness gracious.
You used to be even telling them you had to evolve to a stage 2 to do that, but knocked out note stage 1 searches 2 trainers, and yeah, with the Terra condition, obviously it's not completely free, but it's not too bad to get there.
Yeah, well, when there's basic Terra Pokemon that exist, right? Like this Tillamook, Ogapon, especially if you can weave that Terra Pokemon into your deck strategy already.
Yes.
All of a sudden, it's like, well, I was going to have a Terra Pokemon in play anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we do see here the Hawlucha. Not all Regidrago lists up for this, but it is quite a handy inclusion. Does, with that flying entry ability, put 1 damage counter on 2 of each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This can help math fix with Phantom Dive.
Right, of course. I was just thinking, what is the map that fixes? But you're right, Phantom Dive. So let's have it. So we're going to see a pay retreat, and then also, it's a nice 1 prize that's leaving the active as well.
Yeah, so definitely double strong duty there. So this makes it a lot harder to pull off that crazy turn. Wait.
Boss's Order's already in hand, and an Area 0 Underdepth, and a Night Stretcher as well.
Oh, hold on.
Goodness gracious.
So, okay.
Oh, no. That's going to get the Regidrago V. Yeah, we'll have to refill the bench, though. But chances are we can probably get there, right?
So the main hard bit to piece together here will be because you need 2 rare candies and 2 Dusclops. If you can do that, then you're good to go. But that's like the main piece that you're missing, because you had the Boss's Orders, you use that to bring up 1 of the 2 prizes. You can bring up the Mew so that you need 1 less on the bench in order to do you do 190 with that, so you need only 7 on the bench instead of 8. So yeah, double Dust Noir to...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're basically saying you can win this turn.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That's what I'm saying. You can put it together, but you need 2 rare candy and 2 Dust Noir, and that's going to be the tricky bit to put together.
Well, I was just thinking, going Boss's Order after the Regidrago V is good enough, but you're right. We could end the game right here, right now.
Yeah. It's, to be fair, it is still a very important point, because if you do miss the win this turn, knocking out Regidrago V is still pretty good. Like it probably wins you the game anyway. So even if you don't win this turn, you're still feeling very fine.
I mean, I guess there's no reason not to go for it, right?
No.
At the very least, you just leave some Dust Noir in play. Okay, so Dual Seeker activation. Area 0 Underdepth is now live. So what these Buddy Poffers, it basically says, right, I'm getting back to 8 bench very, very quickly.
Yes.
So there we go, Buddy Poffin. Grab any 2 basic Pokemon with, 70 HP or less, and pop them on your bench. There we go, there's 2. And then could you play the second one to grab another one as well? Yes. And there it is.
Yeah, I hope he checked his deck to make sure that he has enough left. I'm sure he did.
Thinking,
oh, Manaphy, yeah.
I was literally just worried about that. But there we go.
Yeah, and yeah, honestly, although winning this turn would be cool, the more I think about it, you just don't need to. If you just Boss's Orders as Regidrago V, that's probably as good as as good as the game one anyway, right?
I'd say it would be one stream highlight if we got it. But yeah, right. Getting rid of Regidrago V is perfectly fine, because you know, we have seen some Regidrago lists play the Thornton, but yeah, I think Arthur's seen a lot of the deck at this point. But chances are our opponent doesn't play it. We'd need to grab another 3 energy via a manual attachment, turn attachment, energy switch. So just going after that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and even has the other double turbo as well to power up the bench Terrapagos, just in case some crazy turn happens that Arthur doesn't know is possible, and Adam is able to knock out the Terrapagos in the active, still has it all together. And I think Adam just concedes.
Yeah, Adam concedes. Arthur evens it up here. We still have plenty of time for a game 3. So what we are going to watch here moving forward, the winner of this game will advance into day 2 here at the Lille Regional Championships. Arthur done everything he could there to stay in this one, and now it's essentially a best of 1.
Yeah, so I think an important takeaway from that game is something that we didn't specifically mention, because we were talking about how, if Arthur is on the back foot, how can you make sure that Basic Echo doesn't do as much damage as you usually would in terms of stopping him from playing the game? Winning the coin flip and just going first is also really, really good.
That's a very good point. Let's see how that game 2 panned out there via this replay. And like you said, just going first. Look at this. When you're going first, you can attach energy, get the phone, wrote them down, set up all your Pokemon, and just immediately put the pressure on.
Look at his face.
No, see? When I'm going first, look what can happen. And Adam was just immediately on the back. I love to see both players in good spirits.
Yeah, it's always lovely to see. I think that's one of the things I love about the Pokemon trading card game, especially. Like, so much of the time, even these really high-level players, they know how to, have a good time on the stream. There's a lot of levity, even though there's a lot on the line. It's always lovely to see that. But yeah, just Terrapagos really putting in the work. Maybe
just look at this board.
Yeah.
How would you come back from that? And Arthur was able to just dissect those Regidrago V. Because as good as the Regidrago V-Star deck is, Freya, if you ain't got the Regidrago V down, you ain't going to get the Regidrago V-Star out, are you?
Yeah, and in that instance, because there was only one Regidrago V down, just going for the Boss's Orders to KO it was fine. Yes. I think there might have been a bit more of a temptation to go for the big 4-prize win if there were 2 Regidrago V down.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Game 3 then. Let's have a look. Shurum currently in the prize is worth knowing that Blood Moon Ursaluna as well for Arthur. Both very good prize cards there. So let's have a look. Here we go. I imagine Adam will be going first. There's the fist bump. Hoot Hoot versus Manaphy in the active. Adam, what can we do? Because energy. Wait. Oh, is there ball search in that hand? Oh, goodness. Just me. What does Hoot Hoot do? I'm going to have to look. Triple stab. Flip a coin. Flip 3 coins, sorry. This attack does 10 damage for each head. I just said how good the Regidrago V-Star deck is. If you get Regidrago V-Star out, and we saw in Game 2, you need to get Regidrago V down and Freya. I don't see any.
So with this, Arthur's essentially going first again.
Yes, exactly.
That's terrible for news for Adam. Don't play the scoop up cyclone.
Wait. Fan Rotom does 70, right?
Double turbo, it reduces the damage.
Oh, I got excited there. You're right. Okay.
Some lists do play Jet Energy. If this list did that, then that would have been an option, but this one doesn't. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Who against the world right now? Okay, over to Arthur's side. So we've established there is no way for Arthur to win this term. So what are you going to do at this point then? Just set up like normal, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean, even with like, wait, hold on a second. Does Adam even have any way to draw more cards?
Nope. Oh, we're living on the top deck.
Oh dear, oh dear.
We're in top deck city, unfortunately, for Adam. Adam's been transported from the Lille Rio Championships and is now on the train to top deck city, unfortunately. And Arthur, I mean, yeah, if you're Arthur, you said I'm basically going first now, right? I got a turn to get my energy down. I can just set up my board as I wanted to last game.
Top deck city where the draws are rough and the board state's not pretty. The board's not pretty.
The board state's not pretty. Let's go. Love that. Okay, so that Puddy Puffin has grabbed Fan Rotom and Duskull. Fan Call activate, and this is you could be mistaken. We're not watching a replay here, folks. This is not game 2 again. This is game 1 for Arthur. Game 3, I should say, doing really well.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest. Yeah, if Adam doesn't top deck either a way to draw more cards or another Pokemon, I'm fairly sure Arthur can just guarantee the win with Noctowl and Terrapago shenanigans. Like, I don't think, especially when Hoot has that low amount of HP, I'm fairly sure you can just get, like, what, a switch or something? Yeah, you just get a switch and a Chorus's Tenacity, switch to the Terrapagos with attack and win.
Wouldn't even need Area 0 at that.
No.
Area Hoot, don't need that.
You could even just search for a Dusknoir and do Curse Blast as well.
Yep. Yep. Multiple ways for Arthur to get out of this. So, like, Fan Call's going to conclude. Was it double Hoot Toot and a Pidgey?
Yeah, so...
Can't bench them all, though.
No.
That would bench like you
Yeah, probably want to go for one of each, I imagine. One Pidgey, one Hoot Toot seems like the way to go.
Yeah.
Unless... Oh, hold on. There's the Terrapagos already in hand. If there was...
there's 2 in hand, actually.
If you had Area 0 under depths, then you could go wide early on. That'd be amazing, but it looks like that's not on the cards, unfortunately. But yeah, get the Terrapagos down now. No reason not to, just in case Adam finds an INO, for example.
Yeah.
There it is. So top deck. What's the top deck for Adam?
Top deck city.
Adam, don't hide it from us.
Rod. Basic energy, Noctowl. What?
Wait, I think it's an energy switch.
Oh, no.
I think that's it.
No. Boss's orders. I mean, you could boss. Everyone's got a 1 retreat cost, though.
Yeah, what would you boss? The Fan Road? Like, the Manaphy is already, like, the worst thing active.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a great point, actually.
Wait. Oh, it is...
Oh, you can't even Dual Seeker, right?
No, there's no Teal'c Ogopon in play.
Evolving doesn't really get you out of this. What does Noctowl's attack do? Speed Wing 60. Okay, so we're not going to be bothering with that business. Okay, we are bothering with that business.
Goodness me. Oh, you can boss his orders and KO the Duskull if you want to.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you actually could. Come on, let's see a Noctowl KO. Come on. Speed Wing. So we've seen Speed Wing of Lugia as well from Archeops earlier.
Yeah,
right?
same attack name, yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Oh, yeah, he's thinking about it.
I mean, you could if you really wanted to scoop up Cyclone and go out on your own terms.
That is true.
Obviously, you're not going to do that, though, but okay. So let's establish what... Oh, this is so bad. Speedwing does 60, so it can't KO active. Could KO Duskull. That would prevent any Curse Blast.
Or you KO Pidgey, actually.
KO Pidgey, actually. I was just about to say, probably the way to go.
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Yeah, Speed Wing.
It's very, very marginal. You know that you're really, really on the back foot, but you have to like try and take any chance that you can get. So this is absolutely right for Adam to take his time on this.
We always say play into your outs, right? So that's a phrase we use not in the community. Basically, right, even when you're in a bad position, what's my route to victory and how do I navigate it? Removing the potential quick search is one way of doing that. What was that prize card?
yeah, but I think Arthur's pointed to the Duskull. He knows that there's double turbo!
Double turbo energy! off the top. Unified beatdown for Arthur will get him into day 2 Lille Regional Championships.
And Terrapagos makes it through. Huge commiserations to Adam. That is such a rough start on that game, but congratulations, Arthur. You've made it. You've done it. You've gotten the match points you need.
Wow. The unified beatdown for Arthur was able to take it all home there, and wow, knocked out. Anytime knocked out in the active with 2 energy, you're going to be an uphill struggle, but Arthur still had to close that game out and was able to do so.
Yeah, and you can see by the look at Arthur's face as well, like he's probably, it's mixed feelings, right, sometimes when you're in a situation like that, because you want to win, of course, but you also want to, like, quote unquote, feel like you earned it, and you absolutely have. The game's played out the way it has, but there's a part of you that thinks, I wish it could have been a bit more of a game, and but that just happens in Pokemon sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to be really happy to get yourself in that day 2, but I often think when I'm in that scenario, I think if I was the other player, I'm going to be really, I don't mind losing games where both players are going out. If a opponent doesn't really get to do a lot, then that's how it is. But I always also say as well, you don't get bonus points for winning hard games. A win
that's true,
is
actually,
a win, and Arthur secures himself a slot there in the day 2 here at Lille Regional Championships. And wow, what a back and forth that was. Game 1, we saw the Noivern doing its thing, dominating Echo. Game 2, we saw the unified beatdown. And in Game 3, we saw Noctowl of all things trying to get out of there with a speed wing. And
we can play that all back for you visually as well. Let's take a look back at the game with the replay and just see just how that panned out. So yeah, all the way back to Game 1, that saw it was really just showing how, if you set up with Regidrago, it is almost impossible for you to lose if you can just get that Noivern going.
Yeah, I mean, it did actually teeter on that, so Legacy started to get out of there, but it did. And then Dominating Echo was, the tail of the tape here. Yep. And we saw immediately Adam closing the door down on that Duskull, said, no, none of that business. Yep. Get that in the discard pile. Oh, yeah, that was a good boss's orders right there.
and very heads up, because Adam, again, recognizing that that's the only way that Arthur would have even like a marginal chance to go back in that game. So just eliminate all of your lose conditions, and Adam did that massively and convincingly took that game on that basis.
Yeah, but massive shout out to Arthur. It could be very easy losing a game 1 in that scenario, thinking, oh, it's going to be an uphill struggle, but Arthur managed to get the headspace back in this game 2 and was able to secure himself. What a clip that is. Yes. Absolutely love that.
Again, you go first.
Go first.
Arthur's setup was absolutely phenomenal. And then also, again, with that phenomenal setup, he played it perfectly as well. Yep. He knew to target down the Regidrago, just KO the Regidrago being the active, and then when Adam tried to set things back up again, get himself going, just targeted straight down that Regidrago V again, just to make sure that Adam couldn't get into the game. Arthur played it absolutely perfectly.
Really, really did, and goodness.
There it is.
And there's that boss's orders closing it all down in that game too. Adam really wasn't able, I don't think we even saw Apex Dragon in that game, did we? Arthur was able to just completely deny that Regidrago V-Star. And here we saw game 3, and it should have been an advantage Adam, but whenever you see what we're about to look at here, Noctowl with 2 energy and a speed wing, it's going to be hard to get back in there.
Is that the first Noctowl speed wing we've seen on stream? I think it might actually be.
I think it might, and this is what it does to you when you have to announce speed wing, the look on Adam's face. Still had to decide what to attack into there. But
I guess Adam gets the consolation prize of being probably the only person to take a knockout on stream on a Pokemon with the Noctowl's attack with Speed Wing.
Oh no, it's just, and there it was, but there was double turbo energy off the top. That's all she wrote. Unified beatdown, getting Arthur into day 2. But I tell you what, Freya, we've been doing a lot of talking about that game, a lot of analysing. You were saying how Arthur had to pilot that game 2 and 3, well, mostly game 2.
Yeah, mostly game 2.